Hello, everybody, guys, girls, gamers! It's me, Genuine Parts, and we are playing Stardew Valley. And I'm joined by Jordan, aka JKU390 from True Friends Gaming.
That is me.
Jesse from Player 2 Insert Coin.
Hey, how's it going?
And Scott from ScottDogGaming.
Hello.
I thought you were just
you
gonna
guys.
stop at Jesse when you said like Jordan gets this big long intro, Scott gets a big long.
And Scott. All my friends and Scott.
It's just like Pickles, a drummer, doodly doo, doodly ding dong, doo, Nathan Explosion.
Yep.
Freaking Metalocalypse intro.
Hell yeah.
Look at all my friends and Jordan.
Yay!
Aw.
I'm
Hey,
just
get out my
happy to
fish
be
chest.
included.
This fish chest has got to be smelling by now. I'm not gonna lie.
What's
Well,
their
yeah, they're all
watering
dead.
can around? I thought someone had a watering can lying around in here. So,
I've got one.
well,
Why are you upgrading
you
yours?
one. Yeah, mine is at the
Shop.
the upgraders. But
Enough.
didn't Jesse? Did you leave your watering can behind, or are you?
It's probably in his house.
Yeah.
Mine? Yeah, it's in my house somewhere. Or someone's
Mine's
house. No,
in your
that's right.
house.
Someone stole it from me. I think Jordan stole it from me or something.
No, I still have my watering can from the beginning.
It's in your house. You.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Wow. Soon
Yeah,
you
you-
won't be able to get into your house because there are free trees growing
Don't
around
tell
the
him.
entrance.
I chopped down one. The one in my, like, right in front. Unless Jordan just replanted it.
No, there's still a bunch that I just planted from the beginning.
At one point, I couldn't actually get in.
Oh.
I had to, like, knock something down to actually get in the house. Get in the house!
Get to the chopper.
So the question is, whose Arnold was better?
Well,
Yeah, it's definitely Jordan. It's impressive how bad I am at Arnold impressions, despite being from the same country.
Yeah.
You say impressive. I say disappointing.
Well, let's hear yours, Scott.
I'm not from that country.
Okay.
I shouldn't be
Doesn't
able
mean-
to do an Arnold impression.
get down, get to the
That was
chopper.
James Brown.
See? That was perfect.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So it wasn't James
You-
Brown.
You have to flex your jugular.
You leave my
Don't know
jugulars
how
out
to
of
do
this.
that.
How'd you know my one, like, thing that turns me on most? Flexing jugular.
Because it turns everyone on, Jesse.
That's a good point. I forgot about
What am I going to do with all these fish that we've got here? I don't really...
All these fish inside that dish.
that. I would give you a wish. I don't know, what are we doing with them? Can you turn them into bait somehow or something?
Nope, not that I'm aware of.
Can we... Like, you know how we can do, like, make other things artisanal? Can we do some sort of artisanal fish thing?
What did you say to me?
Like,
Helps you
okay,
artistic.
we can take the eggs and turn them into mayo. Can we turn
Or zombie.
fish into...
You want
Can we
fish?
have-
You want fish mayo?
Yes, that's what I want. That's what I'm getting at.
I want the
Let's
fish
do it.
sandwich.
What?
I
want
wouldn't
a
mind a
fish
fish
sandwich.
taco.
What, like two fish sandwiching something else, or?
Another
no,
fish.
it's bread with fish in the middle.
Oh, that
That's
makes
right.
really big in Germany. Yeah,
that makes more
It's bread.
sense.
literally it.
It's just a
It's
whole
called
float-
it's called a Fischbrötchen.
Of course it is.
Fischbrötchen.
A what?
A Fischbrötchen.
Fish bird head.
Fish Freudian.
Oh yeah, Freudian mistakes. It's when you say one thing and mean your mother.
Said it's a Freudian slip, but yes.
Yeah.
Not in Japan. Not in Japan. Not in Germany. I don't know what it is in Japan.
Big in Germany. That's right. Big in
The
Germany.
people we fought during World War II. Not Italy, not Japan. There it is.
Omni-geode. Anything else? Jesus Christ, those chests are messy. It's horrible.
GP,
But-
I've got a question for you.
Was that
Yes.
a Whitest Kid You Know reference?
Yes.
If you were
It was.
if you were cryogenically frozen,
Yeah.
what would be the first question you'd ask when you were woken up?
What
touched
year
my
is
dick.
it? Where's the toilet?
That's a good
I
one.
probably have to piss real bad after. I don't know how long I was frozen, but yeah. Probably would be.
7
what year is
minutes.
it? Where's the toilet? Oh, well.
No.
I probably still have to piss really bad.
No, you're frozen. It's still frozen inside of you. You have to wait for it to de-thaw.
No, I just pissed like. It's like those ice machines on a fridge.
Oh. Something slushy comes out.
Oh my god. Amazing. Yellow snow cone just pours from it.
Yeah. It's the lemon flavored ones, right?
Or
Oh, I
pineapple.
can't. Oh, pineapple. Are you a fan of delicious flavor?
I wouldn't know.
Oh.
Because I'm fat.
But yeah, that was the widest kids you know reference.
And when he's in the hospital and brought his prostitute
It's
to the...
prostitute. A working girl. She has Charlie horses. I brought her here in my Porsche.
It's terrible. It's like one of the worst ones, because it's just him saying the worst possible, just like prostitute-related puns.
Yeah.
Like what?
She wouldn't even eat an hors d'oeuvre.
That.
So is that essentially the Ludicrous song?
Well,
Area
kinda.
codes, or whatever it is.
Nah.
No?
I don't know what I need to do with the rest of my day in this now.
Some of her
31.
cuts were vertical and the others were horizontal.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Oh dear, oh dear.
That's the essence of that sketch.
It's supposed to be a terrible...
Pun. It's
Pun.
called the Terrible Pun Massacre or something like that. It's very punny.
I think I've caught about 4 newspapers. This is stupid.
They are in season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and loads of seaweed. Hi, Willy. Bye, Willy. I was gonna. What? Willy? When Willy fishes, it very much looks like he's got his donger out.
Well, that's why he's got his name, man.
Yeah.
His real name is Horatio.
But he just like turns it up. He just like turns up and just like flops it out and drops his.
Yeah.
Drops
He
his.
ties a string around it and he just stands there all day and waits for a nibble.
That's why we call Horatio Willy.
I mean, to be fair, isn't that what we all do on a constant basis?
Oh, I received A space boots.
It's
Oh.
it's the sturdiest rod I have.
You just hold it out there and wait for a nibble.
Yeah. I mean, it's not unpleasant. Unless you fish for piranhas, that hurts a little. But not for long.
It's a good kind of pain.
It's a good kind of pain.
How do you weigh in on this, Scott?
How do I weigh in on what?
Their current conversation that I know you're
I-
paying attention to.
I do not weigh in at all. Not even a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a good kind of pain.
Hurts
See?
so
Scott
good.
agrees. It hurts so good.
Come on, baby. It hurts so good.
Shot through the heart, and you're to blame.
Two completely different songs.
Yeah, I know. You give fishing a bad name. Shot in the dick.
Ow.
Yep.
Is that it? Is that the end of
That's
that?
the whole
chorus?
song.
And
yeah.
you're to blame. You give fishing a bad name. Hooked, yeah. Well, I'm not like that. I'm sorry.
What the fuck?
I have no idea what's going on right
It's
now.
okay.
It's-
I don't know. I'm
Jeep.
just kind of letting it go.
GP.
Yeah.
Or no, actually, Jesse.
yes.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you?
I don't embarrass really easily. So
I
like,
wonder why.
yeah, the first thing that pops to mind though is I remember one time when I was in school. I think it was like 9th or 10th
In summer
grade.
school?
No, it was just normal school. I actually never went to summer. Like I went to summer camp, but I never got held back. Never went to any of
Summer
those.
camp.
One time in summer
But-
camp?
So I was in class and I got this. I had a headache and I started feeling like I was going to throw up. So I excused myself to the bathroom, and as I get up and start going, I feel like, you know, it's coming up. So I start kind of running to the bathroom, and the bathroom is around the corner. So as soon as I turn the corner, one of my friends is right there. He's like, "Oh, hey, Jesse, how's it going?" And I spew all fucking over him. It was pretty funny.
Did you tell him he was so hideous?
That's why it happened.
You've only got yourself to blame.
Yeah.
If only you were a tiny bit more attractive.
If only
Or
you were
alive.
taller, I wouldn't have puked in your face.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't really think of one for me either. I don't really embarrass easy.
How about you, Scott?
It's got to be the porn one, right?
Not so much the porn one.
No?
Or the finger in the
No.
bum.
That was fine as well. Hold on, we have spoken about that. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, we have.
Let's change the subject. What's the best thing that's ever happened to you? The most embarrassing. Actually, it wasn't that. It wasn't that embarrassing. It could have been worse. But I went to Ireland for a stag do.
I see the issue.
And we went to a place called the Table or the Roof Bar, which essentially is a bar on a roof, a flat roof.
Oh.
It's clever,
Okay.
isn't it? And the toilets were in like the middle floor of this bar. So I went downstairs with my pint and went to the toilet, and then came back out of the toilet. And where the toilets kind of meet, there's a sort of a little corridor, and then there's the women's toilets and the men's toilets. As I was coming out of the men's toilets, these girls came out of the ladies' toilets, and obviously thought I was coming into the building into the sort of toilets rather than out. So they thought that was the way back to the bar. So instead of saying, "This is the bloke's toilets," I just stood there and held the door open for them, thinking this will be quite funny. So I kind of gestured them in, and then walked away as all three of them went into the bloke's toilets. And then there was like this almighty scream as they all came running out of the toilets, having a go at me for letting them go in. And I walked off chuckling to myself until I got to the top step, back up to where the bar is, and I tripped over the top step and did that thing, you know, when you do like that comedy running where you're trying to stand up but you're destined to fall over, and you kind of do that tripping run thing that you're trying to save yourself. I did that with a pint in my hand across a completely open bar floor where there must have been about 100 people turn around and all look at me at once as I'm like doing this stupid run. And I realised that I wasn't going to last on my feet, so I kind of dropped to my knees and skidded along on my knees and stopped face to groin with a bouncer who just looked down at me and went, "You're right there, mate." I was like, oh.
Well, I mean, they must have seen their fair share of drunks doing
Pretty
that,
much, yeah.
Especially if there's stairs in a bar.
Yeah.
That's a recipe for disaster, isn't it?
Yeah, that was not embarrassing, but you know, I don't like being the center of attention when everybody turns around and just looks at you. Like,
That is a good story, though.
Yes.
wasn't the best. I think it was karma, well and truly there.
Yeah, that was probably karma. Yeah,
So who are we waiting for?
has to be Jesse then. That's good.
I'm in bed.
might be me. My controller's not working for some reason. Weird.
Oh, Jesse, if
there
you
we
lost
go.
us, if you lost us money.
Well, my most embarrassing wasn't. I mean, it's
I got a
just
kitchen.
nice.
Do we all get kitchens?
No, I
maybe.
haven't. I don't have a kitchen. So I had a lamp on a very
no.
intimate place.
Yeah.
And working. It was when I just turned 30, and that's like one of the high points for testicular cancer. Is 30. It's 15 and 30. Like once you're in puberty and once like your hormone production kind of gives up slowly.
What is that? What happens?
Yeah, it declines.
Why hasn't this
Starting
happened
with
yet?
30. No, it declines.
I'm not
It
sure
means
it
for him.
does.
Yeah, it does. You just don't notice it because you're chock full of hormones.
I'm like a dog on heat, GP.
Anyway, so I for the first time had to get checked out.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You
And
so popped a
so I-
boner.
no, so I went there, and getting undressed is not like the most like the best thing. Getting undressed in front of strangers. The worst thing
It is fun.
I work there. It's the hospital I work at. So, yeah. Now, anyway, so there's this old doctor, male doctor, who tells me to get undressed. And I think, well, that's fine. He's an old guy. I don't really mind that too much.
I've done this before.
And then he goes out, and in comes a young resident. And she's female and quite attractive. So she asks me what
What
my
you've been eating
symptoms are.
because it's so small.
Why are you doing this?
Something-
Yeah.
Why are you doing this in the canteen?
Yeah, no, it's just, so what my symptoms are and where is the lump that I felt, and I said, well, it's on the right side.
It's in the
So-
shaft, but you have to rub it to find it.
Just she goes in and grabs her right side, and like works it over, and I think, well, maybe she checks both of them. I don't know. And she says, well, she can't find anything, and I said, my right, not yours. And she goes, oh. And apparently I looked a bit embarrassed by the whole thing. And she said, well, you don't have to be embarrassed. It's just natural. And I said, well, doctor, maybe it's the normal thing for you, but I don't lay naked in front of people usually that I don't know. And yeah, then I think she was cross with me then. But thankfully nothing came of it.
Remember
Not
to
even
check
her?
yourselves out, boys and girls.
Yeah,
it's true.
definitely.
Always let doctors check you out.
On that note, GP, actually, interestingly, I went to the doctors because I had a dodgy knee.
Yeah.
And a similar story. This I went. He told me to go to the physio, so I went to the physio, and this physio had one eye. Right?
Okay.
Shouldn't really make much difference. I thought to myself, she's got one eye. Fair enough. I laid there on this bed while she was like stretching and pulling out my knee, and I'm like,
Whoa.
this is the wrong knee. I'm like, she must know it's the wrong knee. She must just be checking this knee before she moves on to the other knee. And then eventually finished with that knee. She went, I can't see anything wrong with it. I'm like, that's the wrong knee. She's like, oh, well, we're out of time now. Bye. I was like, great.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Thanks very
Okay.
much.
Thanks for nothing. Well, yeah, it's weird.
Whoa, look at this kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to look at the kitchen. Can't wait to go look.
I got a bedroom too, Scott.
What?
Yeah. I'm not quite sure why that addition happened, but
We can't sleep
Does that
in
mean
the,
you two are married?
you can't sleep in the
Yeah.
kitchen? What can you make in here? I can't make anything.
I just made 2 omelets.
Oh, can I have an omelette?
You want one?
No, thanks. Bye.
Oh.
Oh, we got
I'm a
some
seller.
jams.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it?
I can't make anything, but it's still cool.
Yeah.
And I get my own bed. My own side of the bed.
So
We don't
Scott
need to
didn't
do it
get a
that way.
kitchen, but you did in a tiny.
Yeah, it's in my
Tiny
tiny
hut?
home. Hey,
Jesus Christ! What the fuck happened to your
yeah,
house?
I don't know. Because the thing is, it's not like it asked me where I wanted to put it. It just, I was in the
Weird.
kitchen. And I said yes, and then she's like, I'll work on it. And she never did, and I woke up and this was here.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Impressive.
Well, I guess.
The impressive part is she moved my bed with me in it.
Oh, snap.
I didn't
Wow,
look at it.
apparently you're a deep sleeper.
That is pretty
so.
impressive. And a bit freaky.
I got dwarf from helmet. Should I give it to the dwarf?
That's what I did. I don't.
I put your watering can back, Tshirtsy.
Chertsy.
Okay. Cool.
Jersey.
New Jersey.
Jersey.
Jersey Mike's. Oh, I want a sub now. God.
Well, subscribe today. On
Yeah.
Twitter.
Ew. Why would
Not
I have
worth it.
subscribed there?
Because no one else will.
That's true.
Please subscribe.
Please.
I have kids to feed.
Mazel tov.
I don't know who their parents are, but
They come to me for food.
I can make
And
baked
the-
fish as well.
And they bite me if they don't get any.
Oh man, Scott, if you get seaweed, rice, and any fish, I can make a maki roll.
We've got,
Oh,
I've got
I think we have
seaweed and,
seaweed.
and fish.
We don't have rice.
No rice.
I don't think we have rice.
I don't know when you grow
Alright.
rice.
If you can get me sunfish, bream, and wheat flour, I can make baked fish.
I mean, don't you have to plant rice really in water?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like papyrus?
Yeah,
I
just
don't-
like
I don't-
Undertale.
I don't know how papyrus is made.
You play Undertale.
Papyrus.
Yeah.
I mean, I played Undertale.
A woo!
Ba ba da da da.
Put the boom boom in
Yeah, I realized that was the wrong.
Everyone's favorite DuckTales theme.
By Wham.
I wish I could watch the new DuckTales episodes. Everybody's saying they are great.
I have
But
not seen a
nothing
thing.
Who's
playing
everybody?
Everybody on the internet.
I
Oh,
love
everybody on the
people in
internet.
it though.
And
Everybody
you know,
on the Overwatch Reddit, where GP spends all of his time.
Is that true? Spend it on a PC Master Race subreddit.
As he brags about his new PlayStation.
Yeah.
Where do I catch a pike?
When they throw a spear at you.
In Pike's Place, Seattle.
Isn't that a derogatory term for something?
Probably somewhere. I think for the
Wow,
most
I'm
part,
so good I
most
can
things
now
could
cast
be.
my fishing line over the river.
Oh shit.
Can you?
Space booch.
Hmm.
I'm just getting soggy newspaper down here. I think Scott should come down here and check it out.
And
He's-
you're getting soggy newspaper in the lava pool?
Yeah.
That is pretty impressive.
Right.
That's some good paper. Why the F are you cows now? You already done it. It's only 6:10. Oh, okay. Closing you up.
I think you just leave it open, to be honest with you. You're not a pike. God
Yeah, I
damn
can
it.
see why you'd think it's a derogatory term.
Right?
Just yelling that at people just doesn't sound nice.
What, you're not a pike?
Yeah. Kinda like, what was that freaking, in Overwatch League, what was the Florida's fans
Oh,
called?
Banana something.
Yeah, the
banana
banana,
chuckers or
banana whisperer or listeners.
banana talkers.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like
something. Banana chuckers.
that. Something weird like that. I think he's just like, look at all these banana talkers. And just all of us were like, whoa, what? And he's like, that's the name of their
I got a
fan
pike.
base.
Where do I find Abby? Who's Abby?
Abigail?
Yeah.
That's the chick that.
Blue
he's trying-
hair.
I'm talking to her right now.
Where is she?
Woo.
She
Guys gotta
is
finish the
in
mission.
the store, but she's in her room, so you're not going to be able to talk to her.
She's in a store in her room.
She lives at the store, but she's in her room at the store.
Come out of the store.
She's
Lasers,
in
race
bed.
cars, airplane.
Okay, how
Store.
do I change my backpack?
Let me in. Abigail, come here.
What?
Change it.
What?
Like I have the secondary backpack. How do I get to the second row?
If you're
What?
using a control, I think it's like RB.
No, the controller died. It's not working. I know how to do it on the controller. I don't know how to do it on the keyboard.
I don't think you can switch. Can you?
I'm on keyboard and mouse right now. I just don't know. Yeah, you can't.
You can switch. I don't know.
I don't know either. I think he's lying.
Is it tab maybe?
It's not.
I usually go with escape and just put it up.
What?
I-
Fuck
I
you,
just-
Abigail. I caught your pike and I'm selling it.
Oh.
Treat me like that. Go into bedrooms with Jesse. I mean, who do you think you are? Have you no self-respect?
She likes it.
Why don't you just give it to her tomorrow before 24 hours passes?
Because I think the quest is gone. It's not in my journal.
Oh. It's actually with the home improvement, not the show, but this that I have. Wow, you finally got to 100,000. I feel like it's just screwed me over further because now to get to my bed, I have to go up through the side and then to the right. I can't just walk right over to it. They made me have to do more work.
Oh, poor you.
It is. Now I've got this giant house with nothing to do.
It's not giant. It's small. It's like the TARDIS.
Yeah. But that's the
Whoa!
cool
Don't
part.
call him that.
It's the retardis.
Dear, oh dear. I just can't. I'm going to
Just
bed.
because of the way that was used, I feel like I need to censor it.
Need to get to bed.
Okay, that's
Yay.
it for today's Stardew Valley. Thanks so much for watching. I've been Genuine Parts. I was joined by Scott from ScottDogGaming,
Bye.
Jesse from Player 2 Insert Coin,
See ya.
and Jordan from True Friends Gaming.
Later.
Bye!
Oh my god, what is happening? I've got a cutscene.
Oh,
There's a fairy.
it's a really
my
bad
God.
pixel.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, there's a pixel error.
This is
she
like
ruined
the
it.
after credits thing.
What are you doing to our crops, you dick?
Oh my goodness.
I
what-
think
what is
she's
it doing?
weeing on it.
Whoa!
Whoa!
She just flew in my window.